Hey guys, it's Nature's Daughter back with another read. Just give me a sec. Trying to get everything together. Oh, my phone is lopsided. Let's do that. There we go. That's much better. It's like really leaning there. Okay. Okay. That's okay. It needs to be more like that. Okay. Better. Oh, let me put subscribers only because we don't want just anybody chatting. There we go. It's a little warm. It's humid where I am in Texas. It's humid, but it's raining. So hopefully it cools off today. Rubber bands just popping everywhere. I swear these rubber bands just won't stay on my head. I did my 2-strand twist, guys. I'm almost done. I literally left those 6 on the front so you guys can see me retie them, but that's not what this video is going to be. This video is going to be um, either a general collective reading, or you know what, it's a general collective reading. That's what it's going to be. I'll pick up on whatever zodiac signs and we'll go through that, but it's not going to be a zodiac marathon, right? But we will tap into zodiac on this reading, okay? I hope everybody's having a great day. Like I said, this is Nature's Daughter. It's for 18 and up. Um, this is for adults only. Um, It's for entertainment purposes. I don't want you to guys to go out and make any life-altering decisions based on my reading or any other. Be your own leader of discernment. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else to appreciate, okay? Let's get into it, guys. I'm feeling great today. It's like almost 9 a.m. It's 2 minutes till 9 a.m. where I am. 11-1 in the chat. Hey, 111 in the chat. 111 in the chat. Whoa, hey, get into it, yeah? That's awesome. You know what that means, right? New beginnings, great things cometh, right? You guys may have been seeing 111. You might be seeing 1111, 1212, 1010, 1011, all of those ones. So if you're seeing all of this, guess what? Great things are coming your way, and this reading is for you. So tap in, baby boo. Let's get into it. Yeah, get into it. Yeah, get into it. Yeah. You know what? I'm looking at myself right now and I'm just seeing this body, baby. Okay? I'm just saying. It's doing. It's giving all the workout is paying off, and all the swelling from my surgery. It's going down. It's almost gone. And I'm excited to have my body back because I felt like I was a prisoner in this body trying to work it out. And I was like, I know I'm in my late 40s, right? I'm knocking on 50, right? But that doesn't mean anything, right? I don't have any children and I exercise regularly. So for my stomach to just get bigger for no reason, I was just like, whoa. But when I found out what was going on, it was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But now that I'm done with that whole situation and I'm healing and the swelling is going away, I feel so much better. Let me go get a blanket to lay over my or a sweater because I just kind of feel a little bit exposed here. I'll be right back. change, guys, and I'll be right with you. All right, guys, I had to change clothes really quick. I realized I had a hole in my pants. I don't want anybody seeing anything they don't need to see, okay? This isn't OnlyFans. We don't do that young buck stuff here. Anywho, like I said, guys, this is a reading. This is a collective reading, so let's get into the energy of it all. The energy that I've been picking up, guys, is haters all over the place. It's really sad, but it is what it is, you know. First thing we're gonna do is hit the gong and get the energy right up in here, baby boo. Like what? Okay, this is what I'm saying. We're gonna keep it classy. Yes. And one more time for the road. That's what's up, right? I love my small little gong. It's so cute. I can't wait to get myself a bigger one when I have a bigger space, but this is so perfect for the space that I have. It doesn't take up any space. I can hide it within my cards. It's awesome. So it's been a lot of crazy energy around. It's the weekend. People are on their crap, right? So we're just going to keep it classy and keep the energy clean. I got my handy dandy Tibetan bowl. It's tiny, but it does the trick, right? Keep the energy cleansed, right? And smudge, guys, you know, smudge with Palo Santos, sage of any color. Like I got all of it. I got white, blue, red, midnight, chocolate, whatever, blood, whatever, sage. But you get your sage, get your Palo Santos, get your cedar. Look up what you can use to smudge. And Florida water, you know, get what you need. And get your singing bowls. That keeps the energy cleansed as well. I smudge every day. Every day. Yeah, I want to keep the energy around me super cleansed, right? Because I got a lot of people that I don't know around me. When you live in apartments, you're surrounded by all kinds of energies. So it's a good idea to keep it fresh, keep it cleansed if you can, you know? And I'm going to, no matter what, no matter where I am. I'm going to keep it cleansed. Let me get something to clean my glasses with because I'm feeling kind of gross right now and I don't like it. Oh, here we go. Little cleansing pads. I don't use these very often. Lately, I've been really trying to save these for hard times. Like when I'm out and about and my glasses are filthy and I don't have access to a cloth or water. Because I'll just use water and a cloth. It's the best thing, a good towel to clean my glasses. Sometimes these extra things, they just kind of scratch up my lenses permanently. And I don't like that. I have an old pair of glasses that I had to wind up replacing just because of the scratches from these wipes. I was like, wow, the wipes are supposed to cleanse my glasses, not destroy them. But it is what it is. I really need to get some contacts so I can have some variety, so I can get the weight of these glasses off my face. I just would like to have my face back. I feel like glasses really do take over your face. And plus it has me looking like a school teacher. And even though I do teach people, I don't have any need to look like a school teacher all the time. Or a student. Uh, nice and clean and clear. All I could see was spots before. And that's just like water spots, you know, from from cleaning. From the water going, you know. Me making coffee, mopping, cleaning out my dog's cages, giving them fresh water, cleaning their bowls. Like, this is what I do every single day, guys. I make sure my babies are in a fresh, clean space so they're not stinking up my place, smelling like dog butt. Got a girl and a boy, so I don't want to have the smell of fresh yoni or the old yoni or, you know, funky dog balls. It's not a pleasant smell. Sometimes he smells way worse than her. I'm like, whoa, she got stuff coming out of two holes. You got one and you got it rank in here, buddy. He's looking at me like, well, my balls are sweating. And I'm like, yeah, you are. Let's get you washed up. I try to keep them as clean as possible because they can have it rank in here. And I understand, you know, I used to, when I was younger, when I was like in my 20s and a guy would invite me to their house, if I came in and I saw dogs, most of the time I wouldn't even want to come in because I know it's going to smell horrible. Every time I saw a guy with dogs in their house, it was just nasty. And they'd be like, oh, let me clean up. I'm like, there's nothing you can do right now that's going to make me come in your house. It smells like dog crap. Right? And I never wanted to be that with having dogs in my house because I've had a small dog. He was like this big. If you look at my old videos, you'll see me with my old dog. He was a Yorkie Terrier, Dolce. He was my baby. I had him for 14 years, and he died on my birthday, 2014. He was small, and if he got a little rank, it was whoa. You know, I had to make sure he had a bath at least once a week. Very rarely could we go twice a month with him. You know, people say, don't wash your dog too much. I'm like, please, my boy gets musty. He needs his butt washed on a regular basis. He walks outside twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. He got to get washed. But these two, they're way bigger. You know, they're medium size, almost large dogs. And I can't even say medium size. They're almost large. They're a little bit bigger than medium. Well, she's medium and he's bigger than her. Anyway, I digress. They're bigger, way bigger than what I'm used to. And they smell and they shed like crazy. I never knew short-haired dogs shed like that. Oh my God. I'm like rubbing them and I'm like, oh, God, what is going on here? It's like, okay, let's throw this in the trash. Why is it that every time I touch you, there's a big abundance of fur? You know, it's crazy. Like Dolce's fur got long and curly if I didn't cut it, but he did not shed. The only time fur came off is when I gave him a bath, you know, loose fur. But I never like doing this, like rubbing him. I never had a handful of fur ever. So crazy that it happens like that with short-haired dogs. But these two, oh my God. I have a full-time job just trying to keep their area clean so we don't go crazy with the sneezing in here from the dander. But anyway, I don't even know how I got on the subject of them. But just, you know, oh, my glasses. I was cleaning them today, cleaning their space, and I think it just specks of water just start splashing on my glasses. I've done a lot this morning. I literally woke up at 7 something. I laid here for about 20 minutes. And I got up and I just got to it. I just got to cleaning, you know, made my bed, vacuumed, swept and mopped, cleaned the dogs' cages, gave them, cleaned their water bowls and gave them fresh, clean water. They drink the water we drink. We don't give them faucet water. The water here is gross. But, and we buy our water. We go to the water mill and we filter that water as well. And then, you know, we drink that water for the most part, but we buy bottled water. Like I showed you guys that that Icelandic water. Oh, that is wonderful water. We do drink that a lot, and we drink Eternal's water. It's really good. It's really good stuff. But we try to make sure we, you know, eat clean and drink good water, you know, and we make sure our dogs get the same. They're pretty healthy. But I said all that to say this. Start your day cleaning, smudging, Like when you, like if you, before you go to bed at night, make sure you don't have a sink full of dirty dishes. That can stop your forward progress. That can, 9/11 on the clock. That can stop your forward progress, and it can stall and stagnate your manifestations. And make sure you don't have piles of dirty laundry in your home. All of that stuff can stagnate your forward progress and your manifestations, right? So make sure you're keeping your space clean and smudged, right? Cleared of all negative energy and clean, because negative energy thrives off of dirt. Okay? So just think about that, guys. I'm not trying to get on anyone. I'm not trying to shame anyone. Everybody isn't super clean. You know, some people just, you know, feel like they don't have time to keep their space clean, and to each their own. If you can live in filth, you can, that's on you. If you don't want your forward progress to be immaculate, you know, I can only guide you to water. I can't force you to drink it. So anyway, like I said, be your own leader of discernment. If this reading resonates with you, then it's for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's not for you. Don't force it to fit. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm feeling really good, guys, because I'm looking at my body and I'm like, hey, I'm so excited about the swelling going down. It's almost gone. I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, man, I really almost have my body back completely. To the ladies out there, you know what I'm saying. I'm 49 years old, right? When you work hard at your body and you see the results finally after all of this, you know, surgery and stuff. Like, I didn't get surgery for my weight, guys. I got surgery for my cancer. And I've been swollen for the better part of 30 days, you know, since that surgery. I was swollen before the surgery. Like the cancer on my liver made my stomach swell to the point where people thought I was pregnant. I'm like, dude, I work out every day and I do a fierce core workout, you know? So I'm just like, what the heck is going on? I have to work out just to keep myself moving, you know, because I've got these permanent injuries, you know, to my right elbow, left shoulder, lower back. That's what happened to me at Tesla, right? But just, you know, being thrown from the back window of a car when I was 5 years old, and, you know, being found a block and a half away from that accident, you know, my body's been through a lot. So I make sure I, you know, work out really good so I can keep my mobility, you know. Me and my husband used to walk every single day, 2, 3 times a day in the parks in California, right? They were everywhere. Everywhere you went, there was a park to walk in, right? Trail. And I remember this elderly lady, we always saw her walking. And one day she stopped and she was like, I love seeing you guys work out every day. It's wonderful. Never stop moving. And I was like, so what's the secret? Because, hey, and she said, I think she said she was like 90 something years old. And she was still out there walking. Like, she said, I just stopped running because I just realized, what am I running from? I loved her. She was so sweet. Sweet little Caucasian woman, just this big. She was so tiny, little bitty thing. And she was like, I said, so what's your secret? Why you look so young, and why are you still walking around here looking so great? You look fabulous, woman. And she was like, just don't stop moving, babe. Keep moving. Keep moving your body. She said, even if you're not running, if you're walking, move your body. And I was like, that's right. I love it. I love it. She was in her 90s and she was walking through the park like, hey, get into it, yeah. Right? So who am I to be 49 and letting cancer beat me? Hell no. I'm not, nothing beat me. Boop, get into it, yeah. Right? So I'm really happy to have my body back. I'm really happy that the swelling is going down. I'm really happy. I don't even care about these scars. I'm not one to show my skin or my flesh, but I almost want to wear like a halter top when my stomach gets flat. I don't care about the scars, so I can show people I survived. Right? I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm a survivor. Right? Let's get into this reading, guys. I'm excited. All right. All right, all right, all right. I brought out a couple of old decks, too. A couple of old decks that I have passed down, that I have been basically told to go back and use. So I get into it. Get into all of the decks. Every last one of them. Get into them, yeah. You're on an emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. But I can't get off this. Oh my God, I used to love that song. And I was on an emotional roller coaster at that time. Person I was messing around with just had me going. Ghost in the Machine. I thought I just got that out. Unseen Burdens. And wow. Okay. So, emotional roller coaster. Situational relationship full of highs and lows. Intense and rapidly changing emotions. Unsteady. This is someone from your past. 178. That's 88. Yeah, this is someone from your past. And this could be, this doesn't have to be romantic. This does not have to be a lover, but it's a love, it's either a lover, a family, or a friend. But I'm picking up both. I'm actually picking up an old relationship and a family member. It could be a friend for some of you, but for the most part, I'm picking up an ex and a family member. Unseen burdens. Carrying emotional weights that go unnoticed by others. Pressures feeling the weight of the world. So, collective, I feel like you're burdening, you're overthinking something. And you need to stop doing that to yourself, because overthinking is, it's low vibrational, right? You're not thinking positive when you're overthinking, right? Who's thinking positive when they're overthinking? I don't know anybody that overthinks positively. Everybody that I know that overthinks, they're beating themselves up over something that they can't even change. And it's like, stop thinking about that. Why are you putting yourself through that anguish? Don't do it, right? Low vibrations are low vibrations, right? Let them go. Do not vibrate low. Vibrate high and elevate yourself so that you can receive all the greatness that's coming your way. You got to stop letting the bull crap come to you, right? Because there's a traffic jam. I see that. And correct change. Okay, so Ghost in the Machine. Traffic jam just won't go away. And I shuffled those cards immensely. And this is a huge deck. This is half of a 240 card deck. So this is a good 120 right here. Under maintenance. Ghost in the Machine. Technology fails at the worst possible time. Printer under maintenance. Unseen forces. You know, I have a lot of problems with my my stuff too. That's why I smudge every day. Every single day. Right? When you're, like, say you're a content creator and you don't have any problems with your phone, but all of a sudden it's so full you can't do anything. Like, I got to a point where the reason why I do lives only, guys, and I do shorts, and sometimes I can't even do shorts because it won't allow me to, it's because of my my devices. You know, they go crazy during retrograde season just because there's a ghost, an entity around, right? Something vibrating low. All energies, look, energy doesn't lie no matter what. People can lie through their teeth, but energy's not going to lie, right? There's that. It's like when my dogs are barking like crazy. One will get riled up and then the other one will get riled up, right? I open the door, there's nobody anywhere near my door. Nobody, right? But there's energy and you can feel it. I smudge when that happens because they can see things that we can't, right? So get into it. I'm telling you guys, when you have animals, they will let you know when something's near, and they'll let you know if it's low vibrational too, right? Because they won't let it go. Sometimes you'll hear them, you know, it's like they're talking to the high vibrational ghosts, right? Or the high vibrational ghost might be over there rubbing on them. But when the low vibrational ghost comes in there, they start barking and growling like, you know, just going crazy for no reason. You're like, yeah, my babies are trying to protect me. Look at my baby girl. She looked at me like, that's right. I'll eat their ass up. She don't play. She don't care who it is. Now, when we got these puppies, my husband, he picked the girl. We thought they were all boys, and we went to pick them up at night. They were 5 weeks old. He picked her, and I picked the boy. But even though she's his dog and he's my dog, he's his favorite. And she has turned into my little cuddle bug. I can't say, I feel like I'm more partial to her because his training of her is just, I don't like it, you know? But I wouldn't let him train my dog until he got older. And he's training him now. But he is so spoiled. He's nicer to my dog than he is to his dog. Way nicer. He has way more patience with him than he has for her. When she starts whining, he's like, "Oh, shut up!" You know, she's getting on my nerves. But my dog will be in there singing the blues for hours. He'd be like, "Oh, he just needs to go to the park." I'm like, "Oh my, take him to the park then, so he can shut the hell up." Because my girl, she will sit there and just look at me like, and then if I smile at her and blow her a kiss, her tail will start going. And then she'll get up and walk to the corner of the cage, and then she just starts shaking her little backside, my little baby dinosaur. And then she starts doing this, and then she'll run around in circles. I'm like, oh, I just can't resist her, and I have to let her out. Because she's not as big as him, but she is such a little cuddle bug. When I got out the hospital, I would let her get into bed with me because he's too rough. He likes to hug. He's got a lot more of the uh, Doberman in him. He's taller and he's longer and he's really strong. So he likes to put his paws on you and dance. Like when I got the music going, he'll walk up to me, put his paws on me, and we'll dance. He loves to do that. She tries to do it, but she's not tall enough, and her paws are not long. She looks more like a pit, and he looks more like a Doberman. They're from the same litter. But anyway, he's more aggressive, you know, and strong as heck. She's not as aggressive when it comes to cuddling and playing. And she really does like to cuddle with me. She likes to look back and, you know what I'm saying, and just lay here with me and just get her love and just cuddle. And she'll push her little butt back. Like, that is so cute. I just love them. They're adorable. But they are my babies, you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to have them because when it comes to stuff like this, ghosts being around, they let me know when I need to smudge. When I forget to smudge, they remind me to smudge. They're like, "Mama, get the Florida water. Get the Palo Santos. Get the sage because something's up in here." And I'll go around and I'll smudge my whole area. And I'll open the door. "Get the hell out. Bye-bye. You are not welcome here. I command you to leave," right? And they go. Right? But you got to do that every day. You know why? Because every time you open your door, there are spirits and entities waiting to come in. And some of them don't have to be invited in. They'll just walk right in. Some of them are attached to us when we walk in from outside. That's why it's a good idea to smudge yourself as soon as you walk in your door and escort anything that came off of you out the door. Because you never know. Even strangers give you evil eye and low vibrations and send attachments to you. People see you out in public and they hate your light. So they try to get their attachments off of them and onto you. And sometimes people walk around with attachments just so they can put them on you. So just know that. People are not always walking around here vibrating as high as you. So you got to be aware of what you are around. Right? Because you got someone, not just someone from your past, but some of you have people that you do not know. You don't even know these people. You wouldn't know them from a can of paint. If they walked up to you in public, you would not know them because you don't know them. Right? They may have seen you out and about. They may have seen you on YouTube, on social media, on something, but they've seen you and they formed an opinion and decided to judge you. And now they're hell-bent on destroying you. So just be aware that there are people like that out there. People do literally go crazy over strangers because they see something in you that they don't have within them. Mm. Coffee. And yes, this is a copper cup with a copper straw. My mom bought these, a set of 4 before she passed. And yeah. I forgot I had these. I was going through some stuff, found them, and I was like, I'm going to start drinking my water out of this. And then, because I have 3 more, I believe. Because I think we gave my dad one because he was living with me back in the day when she bought them. But it's good to drink water out of copper cups and straws. But I've been drinking my coffee and my tea through the straws to keep my teeth from getting stained. Oh man. I redid my locks. I've been retying my locks. I started a video of retying my locks and I finished it. I told you guys at the end of the video that I was going to finish it off camera and come back and do the front. I'm still going to come back and do the front. I still have this little patch right here, guys. I'm going to do it on camera. I'm just not going to do it right now. It's just 6 little locks, but I'm going to do this on camera really close. So whoever does not know how to interlock, I'll show you how to retie interlocking with the 4-point rotation. Um, Darn, I wish I had have done the, when I restarted the, because I cut the first row of locks. It was the first 4. At first I cut the ones on the ends because it just so much, I have so much baby hair, you know, and it was just, I could not get that lock to, those locks on the ends to just keep the baby hair in there and keep going like that. It just used to be so much pulling from so many directions that I took the locks down, and they were long. They wound up being like super short. I lost a lot of the hair that was in those locks, and then I redid them micro lock style, like really small. They kept coming undone, but I wish I had have done that, shown you how to start an interlocking process, because you got to start at the bottom. You don't start at the top, at the root. You know how you start a braid or a twist at the root and you work your way down to the end? No, with interlocking, you start at the very end, you know, and that's why you see people leaving like this much hair. I don't leave hardly no hair. I probably leave about that much hair at the end when I do interlocks. When I start an interlock, it's very little hair at the end, but you start it at the end and then you keep working your way up, you know, until you get to the root, and then you can use a tool to do the root, right? But interlocking starts at the end of the hair and you work your way up to the root. And I wish I had did that on camera so I could show you guys that don't know how to do it, how to start your own lock. But there's lots of people out here that are doing that. So if you're interested in starting your own interlocked locks, just look up interlocking, um, installing locks using the 4-point interlocking rotation. 4-point rotation interlocking. Look that up on YouTube and you'll find lots of videos that'll show you. A lot of people did their journey, started their journey on video, and oh my gosh, it took me a long time, and all that editing and all that stuff that people do to do those videos, that's a lot, and I'm just not up for it, not right now. I like doing lives. I don't have to edit anything. It is what it is. I'm not going back to change anything. I do my live and it's posted, and whatever happens, it's live. Okay, but I wasn't doing content creation when I installed my locks. That was like, whoa, was it 2021? I think it was 2021. I feel like it was 2020. But I don't even remember, to be honest with you guys. I can't remember if it was 2020 or 2021 because a lot of stuff happened to us around that time. Like, I got injured on the job. I started our locks. We were going through COVID. We were like locked in our homes and we couldn't leave. And it was a lot going on, you know. But I digress, guys. I was just going into that to let you guys know that it's always good to have animals. It's good to have cats. It's good to have dogs because they both are tapped into the other side and they can let you know when things are around that you can't see yourself. If you're not, if you don't have one of the clairs, you know, because a lot of times if you have a clair, you might be able to see people from the other side or hear people from the other side, one or the other, or both, or just be able to feel the energy of people from the other side. Everybody isn't tapped in that way. Everybody doesn't have the same gift, so don't beat yourself up if you don't have that gift. Oh man, this is I'm kind of sore right now. I got this one lock that I feel like I almost feel like I want to go back and send it back through, but it's I'm just gonna leave it alone. I might have to rub a little bit of witch hazel on that bad boy because it is tender. I knew it when I did it yesterday that it was gonna be tender, but I didn't think it was gonna be this tender. It's super tender. All right, but anyway, traffic jam. Stuck temporarily, forced to slow down. Patience is tested, need to reflect and adapt. So basically, you're being forced to chill and reflect. Somebody asked the Most High for patience, and now you're being put in a situation where you're going to be forced to be patient. Well, you're going to have to exercise the patience that you requested. Okay, so get into it, yeah. All right. Correct change. Exchange is precise. Everything aligns seamlessly. Every piece fits into place without extra or missing parts. Okay, when this happens, 9 times out of 10, somebody wants me to shut up. They do not want me to give this message today. 9 times out of 10, when things like this happen, when it just seems to flow. Oh, wow. And I didn't realize 11, 1, 1. You see that? Is on that card. And I said at the beginning, at the beginning of this reading, when it was 11, 1 in the chat, that you might be seeing 11, 11, 1, 11, 10, 10, 12, 12, you know. If you're seeing those numbers, this reading is for you, and this message is definitely for you. Okay, because when things are going, when the exchange is precise and everything aligns seamlessly, every piece fits into place without extra or missing parts, that means that this is meant for you and you alone. No one else can tap into it. This is yours, right? No matter what somebody's doing behind closed doors, they're not going to be able to stop what's going on for you. They can try, and they will miserably fail every time. So just know that whatever's going on, whatever someone's trying to make happen in your life, they're not going to be able to make anything happen because you're connected. You're where you're supposed to be. Okay, yeah, you got a lot coming your way. Somebody's, yeah. Okay, so sinking feeling, 166. Bad hunch about someone proves true. Sense of dread or anxiety, worrisome realization, foreboding. So you have a feeling about somebody. Whoever comes to mind first, that's who it is. You don't have to overthink it. You know exactly who this person is. They they try really hard to keep you down, you know? They try really hard to keep you down. And it's really sad that they go through so much. But whatever, you need to follow your intuition, okay? You need to follow your intuition because you know exactly who this person is, and you know some of you have already disconnected from this person, okay? Some of you have already detached from them. You've ghosted them. You have released their asses, and you have done that release ritual and the cord cutting ceremony to keep them out of your lives for good and forever because you knew what they were doing when they were in your energy. They were tapped in, siphoning your energy, and continuously doing so even when they weren't around. It's this roller coaster person. That's who it is. But you've moved on, right? Most of you have moved on. And some of you are promoted. Step up in your career, a personal life, advancement, growth, or recognition, achievements. You got something great coming your way, and nobody can stop it because it's your door. You've learned a lesson, so you're about to get a huge blessing from that lesson learned, right? That's why the correct change is going. That's why things are lining up for you, because it's your due season. Radiating confidence, your inner light attracts success and admiration, positively affecting those around them. right? Because that's why this person from the past is trying to eke their way back into your life, right? You inspire them. Even though they can't stand it, they hate your light because it bothers their demons, they still love the way you glow, baby. Because when you do it, boop, you make it look easy, baby boo, right? Because you know how to do it. You love from, it's pure, it's coming from your soul. It's not fake, right? Everything you do is uniquely you. Joyful reunion, reconnecting with a loved one brings deep happiness, excitement, relief, and fulfillment. Okay? Don't mistake this karmic from your past for the loved one that you need to reconnect with. And the reconnecting with the loved one doesn't mean it's somebody on this side. It could be somebody on the other side that's looking out for you, that you need to reconnect with. You might need to have an altar to that person from your family, that high vibrational family member that passed on, that will always and forever look out for you. Just because it's a joyful reunion does not mean it's with someone that's of the living, right? It could be, you know, it most likely is, but it also could be someone on the other side. So I just want to make sure you understand everything, you know, that I'm saying in this reading. It's not always as cut and dry as it sounds. Okay, so joyful reunion, take it how it resonates. Okay. A lot comes out. That's a lot. Getting in your head, playing mind games, gaslighting, losing your mind, intimidation, psychological warfare, confusion. Yeah, you got somebody really playing heavy and hard in your mind, trying to live rent free in your mind, but you have moved on, most of you. Some of you are letting this happen, and you better stop. You better get control, gain control back, do the release ritual, do the cord cutting ceremony, right? You know, stop thinking that magic is all black. And just because they say it's black doesn't mean it's bad. It's the intention that's put into it that makes it bad. Okay? They call they call certain things black magic because they don't understand it. But your intention is what makes it dark. So don't put negative intentions. Don't vibrate low when you're doing magic. Make sure you're vibrating high. And you're coming from an uplifting place, an elevated place where you're trying to help people and not hurt people. If you're trying to hurt someone with magic, you need to know it's going to come back to you. No matter whether it's high vibrational or low vibrational, it's coming back tenfold. So you want to stay on the right side of karma. You want to stay on the positive, elevated side of magic, not the low vibrational side. Because if you're at the low vibrational side, whatever you're doing to someone, it's going to come back and beat your ass later. So get ready for that ass whooping if you're out here hurting people with magic. But if you're vibrating high and you're sending out high vibrations and trying to heal people and help them manifest, then know that you're going to be healed and manifesting all that you want because you're sending great energy out into the world, right? Karma is real. So stay on the right side of it. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Get into it, yeah. Woo! Hey, get into it. Hey. Powerful couple, influential and dynamic pair, ambitious partnership, the yin to your yang, significant impact. So it looks like the reason why this bitter ex is trying to come back into your life is because they see you happy with someone else. So that joyful reunion with a loved one may not be as joyful as you think. Because this is someone that you did love at some point. But it doesn't mean that you still have room for them in your life. See, just because you walk away from someone doesn't mean it was bitter for you. It might have been bitter for them. That doesn't mean it was bitter for you. You might have left them with love and light. You know, you might pray for their healing. It could have been a bitter breakup, but that doesn't mean you walked away from it in that energy, right? You were vibrating high, like, hey, I hope the best for you. Like what she said, send a love to you in a letter. Treat her better. Gotta let go of all of our ghosts. We both know we ain't kids no more. What'd she say? How does that go? Send your love to you in the letter. Do her better. Gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. That's real. I love Adele for that because she always sings about how that person broke her heart, but how she's wishing them well. I hope your next relationship is better. I hope you learned your lesson from what you did to me. I hope you're not repeating that same pattern with the next one. Treat her better. Stop mistreating people. Stop leaving a trail of broken hearts. Treat the next person better than you treated me. I'm not even bitter. I just want to see you win. And you're not going to win if you keep doing what you're doing, right? So do better. Be better. I'm praying for you to be better. Unwanted attention, being put on the spotlight in an uncomfortable way. Harassment, scrutiny, invasion of personal space. It's someone that's stalking you via social media, putting you on blast, trying to make it seem like they're complimenting you when really they're not. Toxic cycle, repetitive negative patterns in your life or relationship difficult to let go or cut off completely. It's time. You got to do your shadow work and let go of anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. Don't let these people hold on to you. Seriously. Don't let people hold on to your energy. You got to release them, right? Release them in love and light and just move forward. You're going to be fine. You don't need these people in your life, right? You really just don't. You don't have to put up with it. Let me see something. Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. Been on here for a while. Forgot to share it. I always do that. Horrible about that. Okay. Time zone troubles. Complications arising from differing schedules, disconnections, and miscommunication. I feel like that's what goes on sometimes when it comes to these readings. Some of the people that are fans are from a whole nother continent. And while it's like 9 o'clock in the morning here, it might be midnight where they are, and they want to watch you, but they can't because they're asleep, So, and they want to watch her live, but they can't catch it. They got to wait and watch it later. So people want to participate. They want to comment. They want to, you know what I'm saying? They want to be involved. And the reason why I put subscribers only up is because I feel like it's a privilege to chat in my live. You know? Not everybody should have the privilege to chat. Only the people that are subscribed to my channel should be talking to me. I don't want fly by night people coming in here saying ugly stuff and just leaving. Because that's what happens when I leave the chat open. Somebody comes in with their low vibrational, ugly energy and they start spouting off, diarrhea from the mouth and just bringing the vibration down in my live. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep it subscribers only. I don't care if I don't get any chats. I'd rather have no chats and a whole bunch of negativity in my chat, right? And now I'll see who's actually subscribed. If the people that have been chatting all the time, that come in and they're always chatty, 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 if those people aren't chatting anymore, then they weren't subscribed. So they don't really need to be chatting in my live, right? Hey, baby. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I just got some really devastating news, and Wow. All right, I need to get off of here. Sorry guys, I might be back later, but I need a miracle. Anybody that's interested in tipping or donating to my channel, my Cash App is in the description. I need all the help I can get at this point. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not even lying. Life is lifing right now. So anybody that feels like blessing me, because I could really truly use a miracle financially. If anybody feels like blessing me, don't hesitate to use my Cash App in my description, because I need a blessing. And when I say I need a blessing, I need a blessing. I need a huge blessing. And honestly, just so you guys know, it's probably gonna be a while for you guys to see me. Honestly, so I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, thank you beforehand to anybody that does bless me. I'm accepting prayers and financial blessings, and I really need them financial blessings. I really do. Cash App in the description. Love you guys. Namaste.